To think of your grandchildren as I think of mine, I'm not entirely sure whether to be pleased or alarmed. Perhaps I'm losing my touch. Now, as I suppose I have spent most of my life trying to propose and initiate things that very few people could see the point of, or frankly, thought were plain bonkers at the time.
King Charles III stood before the world, his voice steady but laced with raw emotion, delivering what will go down as his final speech as monarch. But this wasn't just a formal farewell. It was a royal passing of the torch. With a single decree, he named Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, and their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, as the future lifeline of the British monarchy. They are the heart of this nation's tomorrow, he declared, his words echoing through Buckingham Palace and rippling across living rooms throughout the Commonwealth. Their training begins now, and I trust them to carry us forward. Witnesses say even the most battle-hardened courtiers were wiping tears in the shadows. Behind the grandeur, royal insiders whisper that this moment was years in the making, meticulously planned, but painfully personal. And now, the question hangs heavy in the air. What made this speech hit so hard? Why did it strike the nation's soul like this? This wasn't a king stepping aside because he had to. This was a king stepping aside because he believed in the ones who would follow. Charles, who spent decades waiting for his own crown, was shaped by Queen Elizabeth II's unwavering sense of duty. His short reign faced blow after blow, from his own cancer diagnosis to the Princess of Wales's health battle, to the delicate balancing act of a monarchy in a fast-changing world. And now, in one defining moment, he's betting it all on the next generation. In his final address, delivered from the iconic blue drawing room at Buckingham Palace, the very spot where his mother once gave her legendary Christmas messages, Charles didn't speak as a monarch weighed down by years. He spoke as a father and grandfather, overflowing with hope. His decree wasn't just cold royal protocol. It was a personal plea to the nation. Stand with William, Catherine, and their young family. And the nation answered. Within days, polls exploded with near universal support. 92% of Britons voicing confidence in the new Prince and Princess of Wales. This moment wasn't just symbolic. It was the birth of a new royal era. Charles has never been one to dodge responsibility. From his early years as Prince of Wales, founding the Prince's Trust, fighting for environmental change, to his reign as king, he's navigated storm after storm to keep the monarchy afloat. But in this final speech, something shifted. There was a rawness in his voice, a flicker of vulnerability the public rarely sees. "I have given my life to this nation," he said, his voice breaking as he spoke of his late mother. "Now it is time for me to step back and let the next generation shine." The words carried more weight, knowing they came from a man quietly fighting his own battle with cancer, a struggle that pulled him from public duties in 2024. Yet Charles refused to let the moment be about his pain. Instead, he poured praise on William and Catherine, calling them unwavering in their service to the people. And the real masterstroke? Formally naming not just them, but George, Charlotte, and Louis as the beating heart of the monarchy's future. "They are the future," Charles declared. And according to palace sources, their training starts immediately. But this isn't your standard royal schooling. Oh no, this is a tailor-made power program designed to shape 3 very different young royals into leaders of tomorrow. Prince George, the future king, will be immersed in constitutional history and the fine art of leadership. Princess Charlotte, already admired for her natural poise, will tackle international relations and diplomacy head-on. And little Prince Louis, the family's wild card, will explore creative arts, paired with leadership coaching to channel that spirited energy into influence. This bold, forward-thinking plan shows exactly what Charles believes. If the monarchy wants to survive, it must evolve. And the people? They're loving it. Social media lit up with waves of support. From "God bless King Charles" to "William and Kate will make us proud." Few couples are better equipped for this challenge than William and Catherine. From that fateful meeting at St. Andrews University to enduring relentless global scrutiny, they've built a partnership that's unshakable. William has been quietly preparing for years, stepping into Counselor of State duties during his father's 2024 health crisis without a single misstep. Meanwhile, Catherine has transformed the role of royal consort into something deeply human, breaking ground in early childhood advocacy and mental health awareness. Together, they've become the nation's family, relatable in their school runs through Windsor and cheeky polo match moments. And just hours after Charles's monumental speech behind palace walls, a private scene unfolded, one so touching that royal insiders couldn't resist sharing whispers of what really happened next. As the weight of the king's decree sank in, William and Catherine sat with their children, fully grasping the enormity of what had just been placed on their shoulders. Across the room, their eyes met, an unspoken promise forged from years of trust and shared purpose. They've always known this day would come, a close confidant revealed. But hearing the king hand the future of the monarchy to them, and to their children, hit differently. Catherine, ever the steady anchor, reached over and squeezed William's hand, her calm presence grounding the moment. Their children, watching intently, mirrored that composure. George, just 12, stood with a quiet sense of duty, his thoughtful gaze a mirror of his great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. Charlotte, poised beyond her years, leaned down to whisper something reassuring to Louis, and the youngest nodded, surprisingly solemn for his age. This kind of unity isn't luck. It's years of intentional parenting and a partnership built to last. William and Catherine have created a home where duty walks hand in hand with normal family life, from baking birthday cakes together to debating Commonwealth affairs over dinner. Public glimpses: Catherine fixing George's tie at Trooping the Color, William beaming with pride as Charlotte chats with veterans, reveal a family rooted in love and purpose. They're not just royals, one palace aide noted. They're a team, and the public clearly sees it too. Social media erupted after the speech, one post reading, "Kate's grace is unmatched," while another boldly declared, "William's ready to lead." It's that rare quality, authenticity, that makes William, Catherine, and their children the perfect stewards for the monarchy's next chapter. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis may still be young, but King Charles's final speech has placed them squarely at the center of Britain's future. His words, "Their training begins now," weren't just a royal order. They were a promise to shape the next generation for a rapidly changing world. And this isn't just another round of traditional palace lessons. Insiders say this program blends centuries-old royal traditions with forward-thinking innovation, designed to prepare each child for their unique destiny. For George, now 12 and second in line to the throne, his education is already steeped in the gravity of that role. From constitutional history to the complex web of the Commonwealth, his tutors include seasoned advisors who once guided Queen Elizabeth II herself. But it's not all formal study. George is gaining hands-on leadership experience by shadowing his father at charity events. And witnesses say his earnest questions and genuine interest have completely charmed volunteers. Charlotte, meanwhile, is proving she's far more than just royal grace in a dress coat. Her poised presence at high-profile events, including her dignified composure at Queen Elizabeth's funeral, has already caught global attention. Her training is heavily focused on diplomacy, with early lessons in French and Spanish to ready her for international engagements. She's also being coached in public speaking, building on the natural charisma she displayed when confidently mingling with crowds at the Chelsea Flower Show. Those close to the family say Charlotte is being quietly groomed as a subtle yet powerful leader, with plans for her to champion causes in education and the arts, carrying forward passions close to her mother's heart. Meanwhile, Prince Louis, the family's spirited youngest, is being given space to let his creativity run wild. His training weaves in music, drama, and even early storytelling exercises, with royal insiders hinting that his flair for performance may have been inspired by those unforgettable animated antics at Trooping the Color. But it's not all about the spotlight. Louis's program places a huge emphasis on emotional intelligence, shaping him into a supportive rock for his older siblings when the weight of the crown eventually shifts to them. What makes this entire training plan stand out is William and Catherine's refreshingly modern approach. They're fiercely protective of their children's childhoods, determined to make sure royal duty feels like a privilege, not a prison. They want George, Charlotte, and Louis to feel empowered, not burdened, one palace source revealed. That means blending palace lessons with everyday joys. Ballet classes for Charlotte, soccer matches for George, and messy garden playtime for Louis. And in a move no royal generation before them has truly embraced, the couple is introducing their children to the digital world under tight supervision, teaching them how social media shapes public perception and preparing them for life in a monarchy that can't afford to fall behind in a tech-driven age. Early whispers suggest the kids are adapting faster than anyone expected. The public can't get enough. Clips of Charlotte's graceful curtsies and George's thoughtful waves are flooding timelines, while Louis's cheeky grins continue to steal the spotlight online, sparking memes and hashtags like #Louis steals the show! A recent YouGov poll revealed that a stunning 87% of Britons believe the Wales children will redefine royalty, proof of just how deeply they've captured the public's heart. And it's not just their charm that's winning people over. It's the hope they spark. As one royal watcher posted online, George, Charlotte, and Louis feel like our kids, growing up to make us proud. William and Catherine's careful balance between royal duty and personal individuality is paying off, crafting a new generation that's just as relatable as they are regal. Now, with their training officially underway, the world is watching, eager to see how these young royals will shape the monarchy's future. When King Charles's final speech hit the airwaves, it was like the entire nation paused, holding its breath before exhaling in a shared wave of gratitude and anticipation. From the cobbled streets of London to the rolling green hills of Scotland, people gathered everywhere, outside Buckingham Palace, in bustling village pubs, and online, to honor a king who had given everything, and to welcome the family he'd chosen to carry the torch forward. Crowds braved a chilly July night, waving Union Jacks and leaving bouquets of roses and lilies at the palace gates. Each flower was a silent thank you for Charles's decades of service. Placards read, "God bless our king," and "William and Kate, you've got this," capturing a sentiment that felt almost universal. And online, the response exploded. Hashtags like "Jide Thank You Charles," "Future Wales," and "Wales Era" trended worldwide, pulling in millions of posts within hours. One tweet, shared over 50,000 times, read, "Charles stepped up when we needed him. Now William, Kate, and their kids will carry the torch. So proud." Another user posted a photo of their entire family huddled around the TV watching the speech, captioned, "Crying with pride for our royals." This flood of emotion wasn't just loyalty to the crown. It was a genuine connection to a family that has weathered storms under the harsh glare of the public eye. A Snap-Off poll taken just hours after the broadcast revealed jaw-dropping numbers. 94% of Britons backed Charles's decision to step aside. 89% expressed total confidence in William and Catherine's leadership. And 78% admitted they felt personally invested in the Wales family. These figures tell a story of a monarchy reborn, a striking contrast to the shaky approval ratings of the turbulent 1990s. That trust comes from moments that feel deeply human. Catherine's unfiltered video revealing her cancer battle, William's roaring laughter as he chased Louis across a polo field, George's shy yet earnest wave at Trooping the Color. These aren't untouchable figures in gold-plated rooms. They're a family living life's highs and lows just like everyone else. Social media turned that bond into a global chorus. On X, fans reposted clips of Charlotte's graceful Commonwealth curtsy with captions like, "She's only 10. She's already a queen." Others stitched together montages of William and Catherine's tireless charity work, from mental health campaigns to early years projects, praising their heart and hustle. And Louis? His cheeky balcony antics had the internet crowning him the nation's little brother. Royal insiders say the Wales family was overwhelmed by the love, with Catherine reportedly tearing up as she read heartfelt drawings from school children, covered in crowns, Union Jacks, and hearts. "It's humbling," William was quoted as saying. We feel the weight of their trust. And that trust wasn't limited to the UK. It stretched across the entire Commonwealth. From Canada to Australia, leaders and everyday citizens voiced their support. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese posted, "King Charles's grace paves the way for a bright future under William and Catherine." In Jamaica, community groups hosted watch parties, cheering when the king spoke of the children's training. One grandmother outside Kensington Palace summed it up perfectly. "Charles gave us stability. William and Kate give us hope. Those kids, they're our joy." It's a love story between a nation and its royals, and it feels destined to last. If William is the backbone of this new royal era, Catherine, Princess of Wales, is its beating heart. Her influence runs deep, rooted in her role as mother, advocate, and quiet but unshakable force behind palace walls. Royal insiders call her the linchpin of the transition, with one noting, "Kate's strength keeps everyone grounded." She's the one making sure the family is truly ready for what's next. Her parenting style blends empathy with practicality, shaping George, Charlotte, and Louis into individuals who are confident yet authentic, poised yet relatable. Her guidance is often subtle but powerful. A steady hand on Charlotte's back during Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, a playful nudge to Louis during Trooping the Color. Each gesture is a masterclass in leadership without overshadowing. And beyond those public moments, Catherine is quietly building the framework for a monarchy that will thrive under their watch. A future that feels more human, more connected, and more enduring than ever before. Catherine's influence on this new royal era is as personal as it is profound. Palace insiders share how, late at night, she sits with William mapping out their children's futures. Juggling royal duty with the need for normal family life, she's adamant they will grow up with a sense of purpose and the freedom to be themselves. One close aide revealed that this means bespoke education plans. George mastering the finer points of constitutional law, Charlotte honing her skills in diplomacy, and Louis diving into creative arts, all guided by Catherine's steady oversight, ensuring each path reflects their unique strengths. Her vision is rooted in her own initiatives, like the Center for Early Childhood, where she champions emotional intelligence as fiercely as royal protocol. And it shows. During a recent school event, Catherine knelt down to comfort a nervous Louis, whispering something that instantly brought a smile to his face. That simple act, caught on camera, went viral. Fans calling her the mum we all wish we had. The admiration is real, and it's everywhere. On X, posts praise her as a queen in waiting and the monarchy's secret weapon. A recent poll found 91% of Britons see her as a role model, many pointing to her candid cancer recovery as proof of her strength. But Catherine's ambitions reach beyond her own family. She's helping shape a monarchy that feels accessible, modern, and deeply compassionate. With her at the helm, the Wales family isn't just prepared for the future. They're rewriting it, one heartfelt moment at a time. And as the echoes of King Charles III's final speech fade, one truth stands tall. The monarchy's future is not just safe, it's alive, vibrant, and ready. His decision to step aside, a blend of courage and humility, was a masterclass in leadership, proving to the world what it means to trust the next generation. At the heart of the monarchy, King Charles has built a legacy that bridges the weight of tradition with the pulse of change. The training plans he set in motion are already taking shape, with William and Catherine working side by side with seasoned royal advisors to prepare their children for the world stage. George is diving deep into constitutional studies. Charlotte is sharpening her diplomatic instincts, and Louis is letting his creativity run free. Each path is tailored to their natural strengths, shaping them into the leaders of tomorrow. This is more than a royal transition. It's a family story that's striking a chord across the nation. Charles, now a proud grandfather, sees endless potential in his grandchildren. William, stepping into his role with quiet strength, carries forward his father's vision. And Catherine, the unshakable hand at the center, is ensuring her children grow with both confidence and compassion. Insiders say that just days after the speech, the family gathered at Sandringham, not for pomp or protocol, but for something rare: pure togetherness. Over tea, with laughter spilling through the halls, Charles spoke of his hopes, his eyes glistening as he watched Louis chasing Charlotte through the gardens. "They'll make you proud," he told William, words that now echo the nation's own belief. The public's embrace has been nothing short of extraordinary. Flowers keep piling at Buckingham Palace gates, while social media surges with tributes. "Thank you, Charles," trending alongside "Dar Wales Future." A new poll even revealed that 95% of Britons feel inspired by the Wales family's authenticity and relatability. From Catherine's unflinching health updates to William's hands-on, sleeves-rolled-up approach to fatherhood, Charles has given us a monarchy that finally feels human. As one fan posted online, "George, Charlotte, and Louis are our future, and we're ready to cheer them on." Another wrote, "It's like watching our own family grow up in front of us." This connection, built through shared moments like Charlotte's perfectly poised curtsies or Louis's mischievous balcony waves, is proof that the monarchy's magic is still alive and thriving. So, what's your favorite moment from this historic royal shift? Was it Catherine's quiet strength, William's steadfast presence, or the charm of those young heirs stealing the spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.